Yeah, I know why I've got it, and I'm happy to hold. So Dickens, who's both of our viewers on respectively, and then always comes if he wants us to look into a project, we're going to look into it. So, Dickens, I just want to show you.
Right there. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, go for it. So I want to show you a couple of things that I find quite interesting over here. I did this deep dive myself, just for myself, because I ended up getting one the other day, and I did a bit of research before it. So first of all, I think we need to point out a couple of things. The volume of this project in the last week or 3 weeks since inception, 33,000 Ethereum, is more than all Yuga Labs, all Cool Cats, everything combined in the last 3 weeks. Okay, so all the blue chips you can think of, put them together. This project has done more than that in the same time period. One thing, and Cade, I don't know if you can shed some light, mate, but one thing that I am very confused about is this number has not changed in 3 weeks.
Ooh.
So I don't know the technical side of how they get this number, and maybe it literally has not changed. I'm not saying like has barely changed. It's been 4.6K for 2 weeks.
Check their Etherscan right there.
Will it show us the amount of?
Yeah, you can look at the holders. So click on the Goblin Town, scroll up, and go to you see where it says token tracker on the right side, Goblin, versus Goblin Town, Goblin, down.
Hold on.
Right there. Hit that.
4,596. So
we go to holders on the bottom left area. A little bit. All right. So we're under transfer right now. Click on holders. We can check out the exact numbers, and we can even see who's holding it and see their wallets and stuff. So we can check it out right now. Well, no whales. No big whales.
Well, this guy's got 226.
Well, he's 2%, but I consider a whale over like, I don't know, 5 or 10%,
but also on a project that's now this floor price, it's like it's a shitload of money to have 10% of it.
True.
Okay, so where do we see well, it did sum up the total. I don't know. I thank you for showing me this. What I am going to do is I want to see if this even changes at all, right? Just to see, because that's one thing that's a bit confusing to me. But other than that, I mean, the volume is absolutely incredible, and still is. It has slowed down slightly. But just to give you an idea, we're in a bear market. There were 90 sales yesterday. Today alone, there's been 105, and we've still got a few hours. 100. So I mean, let's just compare that. Let's just quickly go to any top project over here. I want to keep this open, but let's just, what's also 4 Ethereum or 5 Ethereum that's a blue chip. Let's just have a look at something else around that floor price. So let's sort by floor price.
You're like Cool Cat or something?
Cool Cat's been shit lately, but... Really? Maracana, but they had a drop recently. So let's go Meebits, right? That is definitely a blue chip in my mind. Not as popular, but we'll check Cool Cats as well. And let's just see if they had 100 or anywhere near transactions yesterday. I could tell you they didn't. So yesterday, there were 14 on Meebits. Wow. And if we go to Cool Cats, activity, yesterday, there were 7 sales. So I just think it's important to understand that the volume, even though it's dropped from where it was, it's still there. There's still a lot of sales going on. But aside for all of that, you want some alpha on goblins, and this is my own alpha. Dickens, I imagine that's a community wallet, mate. It must be a community wallet. Those 1,000. Yep. So I thought, okay, I went onto their website, right? Let me just stop the noise in my ears. And then there's not much to see here because when you just look at it, but this is a whole thing if you scroll in it, and we will. But one cool thing that I saw is if you click this guy, it shows you more team members, which I thought was pretty cool. Anyway, so if you go here and just read these guys' whole conversation, I'm not going to take you through all of it, but there's some images that are dropped here, a lot of which has been shared on Twitter. So this one, for example, has got the bear, which is the bear market. And first of all, let's just be honest. How sick is this art? No, honestly.
I like it. I like it.
Come on. I mean, honestly, this is whether you like it or not. It's good art, right, Kate? I know you like it, but even if you don't, it's really, really good art.
It reminds me a little bit of a Cool Cats vibe in the sense that people really just fuck with the brand of it. They're just like, this is funny. I like this. That's the same brand with like Cool Cats. They're just like, it's cool. It's cute. I like it. And it's just, and that fucking shot up to 10 ETH or something. And it's possible that Goblin Town might be that next Cool Cats type of project where it just holds just because of who they are.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was going to happen back then, but you know, obviously things change. And over the past couple of weeks, you've seen how much of a push there's been in a bear market too, which made me change my perspective a little bit. You have no choice but to change your perspective. But I mean, I was definitely fucking wrong. At half an ETH and at 1.5 ETH, I was like, nope.
But look, we don't know where the story ends, right? That's the truth. And this is riskier because we no longer where we were a year ago, where projects could just not be doxed and, you know, just be a part of it for the fun. So when it initially came out, I was like, hold on, you know, I'm skeptical these days. I want to know the founders. I want to know the roadmap. But as I was looking through here, you start to see that there is a roadmap. There is a roadmap. These pictures are roadmaps. There's Goblin Town, so they've got a metaverse play, right, which they're showing you over here. And then there's the Goblin babies everywhere. Now, if you jump onto their Twitter, they keep saying, oh, the eggs are moving with pictures of the hold on, I'll show you. I saw it even today. And their team reveal is just hilarious. God. You know what? It's refreshing for a change. But you know, when we do branding for like companies here in my day job, we make their own font for them. We make sure everything is released properly. That's being done here. This is not a 16-year-old kid. I can tell you that. These are guys with experience. With that said, since they aren't doxed, if the going gets tough, you know, there is a good chance that they could leave without, you know, because there's no team, but you can track people via websites, right? So if you really wanted to, and you were that 1,000 wallet holder and you got screwed, you could subpoena the whoever owns this domain to find out who's paying for it. And so in a way, they are doxed by having a registered website in a way. So and as you carry on,
that's something that they can help themselves with if something goes wrong or if there's big FUD. That's like a secret card they can always pull out if they're like, you know what, let's just dox ourselves. That would just completely remove all the FUD. I feel like if something went wrong, it's like almost like a secret card, like a secret wild card or something. If they ever did that, I don't know if that would hurt the brand if they would dox themselves, but
I think they're doing it slowly. Like now they're doing the pretend reveals, right? But I mean, even this was before the burger drop, so they were saying to you, look, there's going to be an airdrop. Right. So, you know, we say there's no roadmap. Yes, there's no conventional roadmap. But if you pay attention, and you have to, and if you decipher all the messages, then there are hints, and you got to look at it really, really. Here's the babies again. OK, but I want to find you the one with the eggs, because the alpha for me is that there's going to, which I think, and I don't know, is that there is 100% going to be baby goblins coming out soon. Like this is a typical reveal. The bag face. Just bag face it. Bag face it, be the goblin what make lots of drawings. So he's the artist. This gob took your ma to breastfeed at McGoblin's this morning. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. He wore the bag so he don't have to look at your face because he don't like your face or something. But I mean, listen, it's just refreshing. But I'm just saying, to say that there's no roadmap, which I said in the beginning, is not 100% true, because if you follow it and you look at this is what I'm talking about. So it says day bouncing, and then they've just got this picture of eggs, of goblin eggs bouncing. So that to me means that they're close to hatching, right?
Might be for sure. Yeah,
I think so. So look, there's stuff going on. There's time going into this. Yes, it's not typical, not the way that we used to it happen. Here, guys, look here. We're reserving 1,000 goblins because we want to.
Yep, that's the deployer that we saw on Etherscan for whoever said that.
So there's your answer to your question. And also good to see that hasn't changed. They're definitely not selling those because it's still one wallet that owns it. And also the other thing I saw the other day, they've now got a translator that after they tweet, they've got another Twitter account called Goblin Town Translator that after they tweet, they redo it in English so that you can understand. So they're thinking, funny. You know. So
oh my God, they're verified. I mean, they're verified on Twitter?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How did they get verified?
Is that hard to do?
Yes, dude. Verification is hard. There's a lot of YouTubers out there who have ridiculous amounts of bots and fake accounts that aren't even verified. And they've got businesses, they've got articles written about them. Goblin Town's a fucking random NFT project that just launched and they're verified. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Hard to get,
so
dude.
I mean, without going into the rumors and whatever, you know, I don't think the Yuga Labs one is correct. It's very possible that, you know, that dashboard for Yuga Labs did get leaked. Some of that has been correct, and it said goblins on it. These guys are just clever. They saw that it said goblins, and that gave them the idea of goblins. You know, it doesn't mean that what happened first, right? It doesn't mean that this was thought out. So I don't want to get into all of that and whether people's involved, which I don't particularly think so. I do think it's a noteworthy team, and I do think there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. And that's why you're seeing the amount of sales that you are seeing, even though the floor price is off its highs. All it takes is there's still 100 sales a day in the bearish of bear markets. Cade, what is 100 times 4 ETH? 400 ETH.
400 right? ETH. So 400 times, we'll just say 1,700 for ETH. $680,000. They
did $680,000 in turnover yesterday in a bear market.
Dude, if Ethereum was at 3K, that's $1.5 million right there.
Yeah, but who knows what their price would have been. So yeah, Dickens, I hope you enjoyed that, mate. I hope you enjoyed that, but that's my thinking on goblins and why I picked one up at the top 2 days ago or 3 days ago.
Honestly, and for your little analysis for the goblins, I think that I don't think that people are buying goblins because of the analysis you just made. I think that the analysis helps. Like I think it gives a little bit more credibility, and I actually do believe you about this roadmap that we have here. I don't think most people who are buying think about that, though. I think most people who are buying just want to be in the goblins, which I like that. I like when people buy into a project just because they want to be part of it. It takes away all the pressure. It takes away all the when this, when that. They're like, no, I don't give a fuck, dude. I want to be a goblin. I don't give a fuck. I just want to be a goblin. And I like that. That's how Bored Apes happened. That's how all the big projects that are still here, that are PFP projects, that's the only way they get here, is if people buy in just to be part of the squad.
Yeah, but you know, the fact that there is so little information, like you see the website, if you don't even know you can scroll in that phone and read all of that. Even with that, there's so little information. It sort of forces any holder who wants to look into it to try and look into the details of every image, because that's all you got. So that in a way they sort of like, I don't think that I'm the only one looking into it like this. I think that I don't know most, but I think a lot are. But even here, there's like a signature here, over here. That's a signature. Yeah. Now, if I knew how to, and here's another signature. If I knew how to, I would like put that into a search engine and try to find whose signature that is. Because look, a finger is pointing at that signature.
That's so interesting.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that they don't not want to give you a roadmap, or they want to make it interesting. They want to make it, you know. So that's my feeling on it. So I definitely think, as I said, I think there's more going on here. Also, it's funny as fuck. I mean, this guy just cut his own nose off with a Jedi saber, and you got the Jedi guy looking at him like, what the fuck? And you know, and he looks a bit like a coder, and I think this might be a bit of a poke at other side, saying, you know, here's this stupid idiot that's cutting his own nose off that's at a higher floor price than we are currently. I don't know.
That's Yoda. That's Yoda. That's not other deed. That's not the other deeds. That's not a coda.
But it looks, yeah, it is Yoda, and but it looks like a coda to me. Doesn't it look like a coda?
You think so? No, it looks like Yoda. I think
Yoda is but coda Yoda. I think that Bored Ape Yacht Club got their got their inspiration from Yoda.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Maybe. And so that, in a way, it's a poke at them. I don't know. And then you got this guy just laughing his head off, which is just hilarious. This guy is. Let's see if I can make it bigger for you guys. Well, let me try save it. Will it let me save it? Yeah. Can you see him, Cade, on your side?
Yeah.
The flying guy laughing his head off.
Yeah, I can see it.
There he is. I mean, that's just hilarious.
And the big fat goblin behind him holding his dick because he's got a pee.
Yeah, well, he's naked. I don't know what's going on there. He's naked and embarrassed. Not sure. Not sure what's going on. Let's see the signature. That's a signature, mate, and a rocket. I wish I knew whose signature that is. Oh, Cade, I think we lost you, mate. I'm going to carry on, but if you can hear me, you on a black screen. And then what else we got here? Was there another signature that I thought I saw?
Sorry. Yeah, it just like cut out. I forgot to switch the cameras earlier, or switch the batteries.
No
if you
worries.
Scroll up a little bit, we go back to that photo real quick. I saw another signature too. I know you pointed out a couple extra ones. If you scroll down a little bit, I think it's right under. It's next. Yeah, right there with Yoda's foot on his right side. There's like, it looks like there's a signature in between the two lightsabers right there too, potentially. Looks like each.
Yeah. Could it definitely could.
That's Hagrid.
This also
from Harry Potter.
This looks the same here. This looks like the same signature actually over here. I don't know if you can see.
We got to figure out who has an H and is a founder potentially.
There looks similar to me to that. I mean, I love the way that we are doing like a forensic audit on a picture from
the alpha. Man, who could it be? Who could it be? Who's
this for me? This for me. I don't know if that's an EKS, but that's definitely a rocket. I mean, that's a signature there for sure. I agree with you that this and they look the same, and then this actually looks more just like grass when you make it bigger. Let's see what else we got going on here. Don't know what the fuck that is.
Wait, go back down. Go down again, a little bit more. You see that on the right side, right to the right of that. It looks like either a face, like with teeth, or it's a shit, or like it's a bag.
What this?
Yeah, there's like a little face in there, but there's also
this
a mouth.
This guy's.
Cut off. Oh, I see it now. Okay, I see it. It's like his head's backwards. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, he cut off his friend's head by mistake.
Yikes.
Yeah, maybe because the friend was revealing the team, because that's the friend's hand.
Interesting. Damn. Right now.
Look, the truth of the matter is we're probably looking a bit too deeply into this. like as far as the friend was trying to reveal, and then he got killed as a result. But yeah, look, there is either way, this is a great case study on guerrilla marketing. And you know, we always say, oh, we want something different in the space, you know, and we review all these projects, yes, metaverse, and yes, we're going to be doing all the same stuff and merch and in real life this, and we all, that looks good. And we always say, oh, we want something unique. Well, here you go. Here's something completely unique. They've taken their own approach to it. And interesting to me.
Definitely interesting.
So we got than it used to be. We got Theo saying we're reading too deep. So guys, 100%. Let us know in the comments if you want me to pull up another separate image of theirs, and we'll look deeper into a separate image together.
This needs to be a new series. This needs to be a series.